dear friends, and welcome to day 5 out of 78 days in total of this short reality transurfing course that I made based on teachings, books, and workshops created by Vadim Zeland, quantum physicist. Card of the day is called the Mirror of the World, as you can see. And it's personally one of my favorite cards because it talks about this dual nature of the world, which we were mentioning at the beginning of this course, if you can remember. So there is a metaphysical part of the world and there is a physical part of the world. And metaphysical part of the world is usually getting neglected, or even we don't even realize that it's there, because we mostly put our intention into the physical world and what is happening in the physical. But the reality is that the metaphysical realm is actually another part of this nature that we carry within us, and it's the nature of our world as well. So only in combination of the two we can actually free ourselves and start creating our own reality to our own preference. But I will start with short explanation of the card. And it goes like this. Your world consists of what you mainly think about, and it is a reflection of your own level of consciousness. Because what you see in the world reflects your relationship to it. Life is a game in which the world always asks a question in a form of a puzzle. Come on, guess how I am. And everyone responds in accordance to their own assumptions and belief systems and values. So the answers can range from you're aggressive to you're pleasant or funny or sweet, from you're evil to you're friendly and happy. The interesting thing is that everyone somehow confirms their assumptions, as the mirror 100% always reflects them back to you. So what do you think your world is telling you about your own assumptions? That's something to ponder on. Anyway, so if something has a belief that all the best things in life are already gone, and all he's left is the empty shelf in this universe. And if they think that you have to wait in long lines for something good to happen to them, and also if they believe that they have to pay for it expensively, they will also experience that. And if the expectations are limiting, pessimistic, and full of doubts, they will also be justified. But if you somehow innocently assume that life is actually taking care of you, that there is a higher agenda to your life, that there is a sacred mission to your life, that there is a higher level of intelligence that is actually coordinating your life, and that life actually has the best intentions for you and has the best in store for you, then that too will be realized and will become your reality. And for that you have to open your mind and come from a space of abundance, not lack. Also, what you give of yourself is what you ultimately will see in the mirror. And maybe not immediately, because in this 3D dense realm, in this physical world, there is a postponement of the manifestation. Because everything that is created in this physical realm first has to be created in the metaphysical realm. So perhaps you need to wait for a little while in order for this reflection to be seen in the mirror. But it will definitely happen. So, but it's very important to say in relation to that you can only see in this reflection, you can only see what you put in here. So, and who you actually are. So, I mean, what you give out of yourself. So, if she points a finger towards the mirror, she will see a reflection where the mirror is, where the finger is pointed back at her. If she gives to the mirror a flower, then a flower will be reflected back to her, either from herself or in the form of other people or situations that will happen to her. So it's very important what you give of yourself, because you know how they say, if you happen to, you can only have what you are, and in order to have more, you have to be more. Which is why, for me, it's very important to say another thing, which is you can't really do anything selfishly here, because if you're doing it selfishly, it will also be reflected in your world. And your world is, because your world is others too. And only those who actually awoken, as Buddha said, like if you're really awake, then you cannot be anything but nice to other people as well. Because only those who actually tapped into this metaphysical realm, they could sense how we are all connected, how everything is connected. And so if you treat anyone badly, you will also have this reflection, and this will be a part of your world. So, which is why it's very important for spiritual communities actually to be mindful of truly adding up to this collective consciousness, and not just their own individual consciousness. Because you can perhaps maybe have this kind of secluded life somewhere, but I'm sure that life is so much more mystical and more deep. Then once you tap into it, you can see how without connecting with everything else, you cannot see the bigger picture. Having said that, this will be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the exploration of this card, and until tomorrow, I'm just gonna ask you to think about how your belief systems and your values influence your everyday life and your physical reality, and how can you open yourself up to more freedom in your own thinking in order to then change this reflection in your own mirror and in the mirror of your world. Thank you so much, my friends, and please share, like, and subscribe if you find it interesting and valuable, and I will be happy to hear your feedback and your own personal journey throughout this course. Thanks again, and goodbye until tomorrow.